What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and in this video we're going to find out if the Never Summer Valhalla is a wise buy for you. So the Valhalla from Never Summer quickly became a favorite in their lineup as soon as they introduced it. Obviously, we have a directional shape. We've got a much longer nose, much shorter tail. It does have about 7 millimeters of taper, so it is a little bit wider in the nose, but obviously you're going to get a lot of float out of that nose, and with that little bit of swallow in the tail, you're going to get a little bit more sink. So it is going to want to ride really well when you do get it into some deeper snow. And when we look at the bend on this thing, it is their triple camber, which is a rocker dominant, just like their rocker camber of the past. But the triple camber means that it not only has camber up in the nose and in the tail, but it also has a little pocket of camber in between your feet. But again, still keeping it rocker dominant, so it wants to float and have that nice, easy catch-free feel. Now, the reason for the extra camber pocket in the middle of your feet is not only to give it a little bit quicker feel in and out of your turns, but it's adding contact points to the bottom of the board. So not only do we have the contact points where your carve starts and where your carve ends, but we also have added contact points in the middle of the board, but they're on the bottom of the board, they're not on the side. Now, why this is important is that when you go to tip this thing up, right off the bat, you initiate all of those contact points and dig them directly into the snow, but it allows them to actually leave the side cut of the board smoother by not having to wiggle it on the side. So you are going fast and carving hard, this thing does want to dig in like crazy, but again, those digs and those carves are going to be smooth. You're not going to get any drag out of your turns. So you're going to keep that speed and keep that nice, easy, smooth feel no matter how fast you're going or how hard or icy the snow is. And then when we go inside, it does have their super light core and their bi-light glass, but it also has a layer of their lightweight STS pre-tension fiberglass as well. So when you feel this thing, it doesn't feel any heavier than any other board, but it does have that extra layer of fiberglass that has been stretched before it was put into the board. So right now, with no weight on this board, it actually has a little bit more liveliness and it wants to go somewhere. And when you do step down on this thing and you start going from edge to edge, it's giving you that extra push in and out of your turns. It's also giving you that extra stability, and it's giving you a lot more pushback. So when you're riding faster, it wants to dig in even harder and give you that extra stability on your edge. And as if that wasn't enough, it has their carbon recluse, which is a carbon netting that basically goes from kick to kick through the entire board. So this is basically a carbon that's going across the board, and it's doing two things. It's helping to sturdy up the board and give you that stability and give you that pop and power, but it's also helping to send energy across your board and spread it out across your edges, especially from your bindings. So this is pushing that energy from your bindings up towards your contact points on your toe side and heel side edges, which is giving you even more hold. And then when we start going around to the bottom of the board, we stop at that sidewall. It is their sintered sidewall, so this is made out of P-Tex, just like the bottom of the board. Why that's important is that it is incredibly durable, but it's also a material that when it gets cold, it doesn't stiffen up. So you're getting a very consistent flex out of this thing, and you're getting a very consistent feel no matter what the temperature is outside. And then when we go around to the bottom of this thing, it is a high quality sintered base that's going to be very durable and extra fast. But is the Never Summer Valhalla a wise buy for you? Well, this is definitely for those advanced riders who just want a free ride machine, something they can go out and ride insanely fast on and float really big on when you get it into deep snow. The combination of that rocker dominant triple camber, that extra long drawn out nose, and that shorter swallowtail really wants to float like crazy. And then that recluse carbon through the middle of the board and that triple camber, it does make this a very stiff board. So when you are putting it on edge, you can ride as fast as you want and it's not going to give out on you. It really is one of the hardest charging snowboards on the market, whether you're in the powder or on the groomers. If having a snowboard that rides like a Ferrari drives sounds good, then this is 100% the board for you. But if you got any questions about anything we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel. Make sure to head on into your local Sun and Ski so you can check out the Never Summer Valhalla for yourself. And if you don't have one nearby, no problem. You can always look them up at sunandski.com.